It was a culture extravaganza, as you all know. We advertised it well. Everybody was anticipating, and it was a good time. We had cultures from Sebei, we had cultures from Teso, we had cultures from Semeka Kongulu Baganda around here. The Karamo Jogs couldn't make it because there was instability, so they failed to make it, but they were supposed to be part of us, as well as Abagwere. And finally, Bamasaaba. Both Kenya and Uganda. The Kenyans were present. I think that what you're talking about is the exposure of the breasts of the girls who are part of the parade. And it's really absurd. We're actually pretty shocked because this is not the first time that we're having this parade in this manner. The two previous parades, I was in partnership. The organization I run is Masaba Tourism Initiative. We were in partnership with Inzu ya Masaba. The first edition, it happened at Maluku Grounds, and the second edition, which was attended by the president, happened also at Maluku Grounds. Now, both events, we had bare-breasted women and girls, and they were at the festival. Actually, the president tweeted one of the pictures with one of the girls bare-breasted. We have all our posters with it, so I was actually shocked. I was shocked that this one caused such uproar. Maybe mainly because, I don't know if it is because the breasts were not sagging, and they were, the other women were kind of older women. So no one said much of it, but this one is causing quite an uproar, and probably want to address that. So the idea of Elgon Festival, we felt like it was crucial that our dying culture is reawakened. And when we met with Inzu ya Masaba, actually met with the Minister of Culture in Inzu ya Masaba at that time, he's the one who gave us the template. We had all the information from him on how the attire is. And even when we went to the villages to do a lot of the research, the women already knew because their mothers were wearing that or died wearing that. So it's not like centuries ago, it's maybe 3 generations back, because I know my great-grandmother, Kukula Masaba, Fangawakwa, Reshili, for you who understand Lumasa. But it's taking away from the point of the festival. The point of the festival was for us to engage our neighboring communities to understand how they affected our culture and where we derive our culture from. It's also an identity issue here. There's a lot of chaos in our communities. All of you know, like Bamasaaba don't seem to have much of a direction. Like everybody is just going zigzag, and there's always just there's no moving forward. There's a stag. There's something that's just holding everybody back. And if you know that for you to understand who you are and to understand where you're coming from is the best way to move forward and to be an achiever. Now, I will also expand on the concept of a museum, a living museum. A living museum is a concept that depicts a culture of a certain period and recreates it in the current time to its authentic state. It's a form of preservation that is used world over. And in international festivals, if you Google, if you read, we did a lot of research about this, by the way. If you Google and you read, when it's in its authentic state, it's how it is preserved. We wanted to do this year in it. It was shocking to people, which I don't know if I'm sad or happy about. Probably happy about it because the shock strategy helps people discover. So people are going to go back and actually try to read. If you're smart, you would go to, say, Francis Wanyina's museum. He actually has a molded Bamasaaba woman at his museum. If you want to learn more about your culture, you should visit him and read a lot of history about who we are. But also, this is really negating what the mission was to understand how our societies in the Elgon are interconnected. At the festival, if you saw how Tesos were dancing, That was Isonja. I don't know if you guys saw that. It was really interesting to see how we are interconnected, and I don't want to pull away from that. Even the Sabines had a war dance and the circumcision dance that was very similar to ours. So I feel like this event is one for learning, and is one for education, and is one to preserve our culture, and yeah, of course, to entertain as well. And we're hoping that it can be an international festival for years to come. A lot of people are saying, oh, there was so much money given. We didn't have any money. We spent so much money just trying to make sure our culture is preserved. I mean, I've done a lot of stuff with even Bamasaaba for the last 10 years or so, where we inject money just to ensure that we're keeping our culture and heritage intact. It's not true. Actually, before the event, the security was very aware of what was going to happen. They had 6 officials. What we requested was 6 officials on either side of the girls, just in case, we have a problem. So the girls were well protected by the police, and the police was aware. The RCC was aware. It's not the first time we're doing the event. You have to understand that. It's not the first time they've paraded bare-breasted. This is the 3rd time. The first 2 times was with Bamasaaba. And this time, because of course Bamasaaba is having a few problems, so we didn't involve them with the organization. And also because before it was Mbale Cultural Parade and Festival, but we changed it to Elgon Festival to include our neighbors, and we felt it right not to involve cultural institutions. The Sabines didn't come with their cultural institution, the Teso didn't come with their cultural institution, they came with groups that culturally participated. So it wasn't, we didn't want the politics of the institutions involved in the celebration of our cultures.
All right.